Good morning and welcome to another beautiful session. Today we're going to be looking at some pairs uh, that we're going to be taking this week after the CPI news. The CPI news, of course, have come and gone. So let's see what the market holds for us today. So quickly, we're going to jump into our charts and look at what the market holds for us. Okay. Yesterday we talked about the CPI news that is coming forth, and we expect that that news should be able to push this market into this zone for us to jump in for a buy. As you can see, the news actually pushed the market down. It actually pushed it downward, but it's actually not in our entry yet. So, but with that, we can as well look for a set top. We can look for a sell. You can see it's looking. This market is looking awesome. So there's base here, so we will be expecting to jump into this trade from this zone here, right? So we jump expecting to jump into this trade from this zone. So, and of course here we'll look for that buy. So that is what we are looking forward to see on Euro USD. GBP USD, yes, on GBP USD we were expecting it on this daily zone. We're expecting on this daily demand zone. But as you can see, it has actually uh, broken that zone. We're only left with this now. We're only left for GBP USD to take out this old low. We expect it to take out this old low. Okay. So we expect it to take out this low and probably um, dip into this particular area, which also double as a favor leg. Also have a small tiny favor leg up here and this area also. I am actually trusting that this GBP USD will reverse from this zone. Very certain about that. So let's see if we can look for a sell downward. Yes, there's a sell for us. There's a sell. So we're expecting a sell from here. Good. So we're expecting to sell from this zone. Expect to sell from here down here, and here we'll look for our buy. So that is GBP USD. So that is GBP USD. So we're expecting this sell. So this market is actually setting up good for us. So if we jump into this zone here, we're going to make a lot of money on a 4 hours nice zone, on 1 hour very good zone as well. Then similar to Euro USD as well. Euro USD also have these beautiful zones. You can see even on 1 hour, you can see that zone here. But we actually mark out 4 hours. We can actually set it to 1 hour a zone. So we'll be expecting this market from here. So GBP, USD, Euro USD, we're looking for a sell setup, right? We're looking for a sell setup. Then GBP USD, the same sell setup is what we're looking out for, right? And we'll be cashing out below here where we'll be expecting our buy as well. So the market, after the news, the market is looking very good. It's looking very good. So expect massive trade setup this week. Then Euro AUD, Euro AUD will jump and pass. No, gold. What's gold telling us? Let's see. Okay, so on gold, we're actually expecting gold to maybe to see if we can, like yesterday analysis, we were looking at price um, pushing into this zone for us to sell gold, the way gold was looking. And right now, we're also seeing that we have on our trend line, we find out that we also have a two touch. We're expecting the third touch. So for that touch to happen, I'm also seeing a very good zone that price will likely put. That news yesterday has actually pushed gold downward as well. So we can also expect to look at gold for a sell at this particular zone here. That's a very nice supply zone as well. So we're expecting gold from there. Then let's see what 1 hour is giving us. Still nice area. So we're expecting um, gold to come down, to come up to this zone, and we'll look for that sell. So that's our setup on gold. And if we're selling gold, I'll be cashing out somewhere here. So until then, I'll be looking forward to cash out at that particular zone. Let me see what it looks like. Yes, it's a very good zone to cash out from gold. If we eventually um, getting on gold, so we'll be cashing out somewhere around here. Okay. And AUD USD, AUD USD, AUD USD. We have been on this trade looking for entries on the trade since. So and God helping us, gold has actually pushed to that level. Yes, gold. I mean, sorry, AUD has actually pushed back to that level, taking out this high and have this drop yesterday. So the same thing. We're also looking for a sell on AUD. Most of you don't know that gold actually correlates, has a positive correlation with AUD. So we're expecting a sell on gold, and we're also seeing that sell setup happening on AUD. So market bracketed this week. So the the most important thing you need to have is just patience. Patience is the key, right? You must if you must trade or must be a profitable trader, you must understand that there is nothing like what patience. You have to wait for everything to align up before you jump. You don't be in a hurry. Otherwise, you are gambling, right? And you don't want to gamble this market. You actually want to grow your money. You don't want to gamble with your money, right? In as much as, of course, there are room for losses as well. But losing something is not the same thing as losing capital. So if you lose your entire money, your capital is gone. But if you lose something, maybe you are losing 1p, I mean, sorry, 1% or 2%, it's actually is welcome, it's a normal thing. So we're looking at ADUSD from that zone. Let me see if there's something to push it up from here. Not nothing, no interest. Instead, we're only having some liquidity below lying below here. Because we're having some liquidity here. That's what we have lying below there. So nice setup, right? Selling from here is a very good one as well. Then Euro card. Okay, Euro card. From our last analysis, we were actually expecting price to dip inside here and sell. It actually dipped there, but then I couldn't enter. I was looking for a tighter entry, so I was expecting price to come back, pull back to this area, and I jump in and all that. Price never respected that, but then it respected this one, so it's actually pouring right now. So if we must jump in, let's look for what price is saying here. Okay. Okay. So what it's been confirmed that this market is actually bearish. So if you pull in your trend line here, it's giving you that the trend line is telling you, man, sell, sell, sell. Then if you look at zone, of course, you know that may demand and supply trader, demand zone and supply zone trader. So that's why what am I? So we're also expecting to look for our entry around this area. To jump into 1 hour, let's see. That's a nice area. It's a very nice area to look for that sell. So we're expecting price to jump in here. We're expecting price to jump in here and how that fall. So the market is very has a very good um the market has an awesome setup for this week. We have a very good um, areas of interest to jump in and make a lot of money this week. So now, if you have any questions or any pairs you would like me to look at, please go to the comment section and let me know. If you have a question, go ahead and let me know on the comment section. And also, don't also forget to like. Give us a like here so that a lot of people can actually have access to this session. Right? Okay, having said that, let's jump in into. Let me check if you have somebody is talking on the chat. Anybody? Okay, so no comment. No comment. Okay. So keep your question coming. Your any pair that is of interest you want me to look at. Just don't forget to let me know. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, we're done with Eurocard. Now Euro GBP. Okay, so Euro GBP deep inside a zone that we expected sometimes ago last week, and it's giving us this momentum. So definitely, GBP will still proceed to this level here. It will still come to this level here. That's the level we're expecting it. But I will also expect it if it can give us a pullback. You can pull back into this particular zone, but there's a break of structure here already. So if you can pull back into this particular zone, I think I'll be very glad to jump into Euro GBP. So I'll be expecting it to. I will expect Euro GBP to come back to this zone here, and I'll be in for a buy. And I'll write that buy into this level here. I'll write that buy into this level. So that's what Euro GBP is expected to do. Okay, USD CHL. USD CHL is also expected to give us similar to what we are expecting from other major pairs. A pullback here would be a very nice one for us as well. You can see that impulsive move. See that impulsive move. So taking out these highs and all that. So and this is a base. So definitely we're expecting this to come down to this low. You can see that even on 1 hour. So this is a very nice. We have very wonderful setup. This on all the majors. So expect this and we jump in. We jump in on this USD card. Okay, so USD card. So let's look at what um what oil is doing as well. Yeah, oil is still on the pullback, so we should expect a buy on USD card. USD card. So we're expecting this buy. A pullback into this zone will be good for a buy on USD card. USD card. We're looking for a buy setup. Please keep your question coming. Oh. Okay, so USD cash, so we're expecting a pullback into this zone and we'll look for our buy. So all the major pairs, keep an eye on all the major pairs. We have a very nice setup from them. Okay. Well, this is actually on a reversal zone. This on a zone. So I'll expect to see change of characters and I'll jump in. Or I'll expect to I'll be more comfortable having it at this particular zone here. It's either a reverse from here or here, but I think it's gonna reverse from this particular zone here. That zone is stronger. This zone is stronger than this one. So I will expect, let me even take out this zone. This one looks stronger. So let's I will expect to sell JPY from here. USD JPY. USD JPY. Okay, so USD JPY has taken out all highs. All the highs I marked the other day, it has taken them out. So we're expecting something to happen on this zone, which is a 4 hour zone. Oh, sorry. We're expecting something to happen on that zone. So, but before that happens, if we can also see, since it has taken out this high break of structure, so we expect it to come back to this particular zone here. We have a zone that the market may be attracted to pull back to. So this zone here is a very good zone to also buy USD JPY from. So that'll be a very good area to also buy USD JPY. Hmm? GBP JPY. On GBP JPY we have a history, so we're actually expecting GBP JPY to push up to this level. But until then, we want it to come into this particular zone here for us to buy. So this analysis still stands, is still valid. So we're still waiting for that to happen on GBP JPY. Then GBP AUD. GBP AUD. Okay, so on GBP AUD, um, we have a good zone here. So if this market will continue to come down, it may decide to pull back into that zone. So look for that sell. G card, yeah, G card is actually on the zone. Um, let's see, on our confirmation entry, so we'll be expecting a change of character and possible, yes. So we're still having record structure here, so nothing else. On this zone, what we're looking for is a buy. So to have that buy set up, we don't need to jump into that very one. NZD USD. NZD USD played a game with us last week, so he didn't jump in. Just he went almost into our entries and fall. Almost into our entries and it started falling. It's a very stingy pair. Was NZD was very stingy to us last week. Okay, so on this one we have another zone created here, a supply zone. A pullback here will be very big for us as well. BTC USD. BTC. We have a nice zone here for BTC to put into for a sell to continue for the market to push up further. And let me say this for you. So for BTC USD, we have a nice zone here. It may likely pull back to, but that's if the market wants to be fair, it needs to pull back into this area before it start going up. So if you have your way in around it, so when you are selling from this level here, you are selling into this particular zone. And why am I selling from here? I'm selling from here because of this push. This push down here actually violated this low here. So it has violated it. And if I also take my measurement from here to here, this is also, this zone is on a premium level. So the BTC USD is likely going to reverse from here, right? So we're expecting a sell from here down here. As for BTC, AUD card. Nobody is asking me questions, though. Let's look at NZD card, sir. Okay, NZD card, fine. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, after AUD card, we'll do NZD card. Is that okay? Okay, so this still stand. This analysis is still correct. So let's see what our confirmation entry is telling us. Mm-hmm. This is looking good, though. It's looking good. We're having a bearish flag here. Having a bearish flag. So, but then there's no change of character except on a smaller time frame like this. For the purpose of the flag, although I don't trade it more for most of the time, so I may want to jump in here. This flag, I may want to jump in on this flag here. I want to jump in on the flag for a buy. But what I would really want to see clearly is the break of structure, right? I want to see a break of structure. I mean, change your character before I jump into it. So we don't know that are flag traders. You trade flags and all of that. So this is the area you are looking forward to enter that trade. For the flag traders in the house. So look forward to trade that. So aside Mr. Titus that want me to look at the NCD card, anybody else, if you want me to look at any other, let me know. And also, also want us to know which of the time do you prefer we do hold our session? Because some people don't appreciate the 9 o'clock we usually did. I feel that people uh, prefer 10 o'clock more. If you think 10 o'clock is better, then let's know. If you think there's another time, please suggest on the comment section. Let's know the time you guys will be available to get to follow up on this our analysis. Remember the analysis for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then sometime if I have the time, I can as well come to the New York session for our entries. New York session is always for interest, but most of the time I don't have time to host that New York session. But anytime I have the time, I always keep you guys informed. Hmm? Okay, so now let's look at NZD card. NZD card. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, NZD card is actually coming down to that level. So let's find our entry. Let's find entry into NZD card. And NZD card is also on a 4 hour, approaching a 4 hour demand zone. So we have two areas that is attracting this market. We have two areas that's been very attractive to the market. Now, on 4 hour, we have a zone, a buy zone that market is currently heading to, or it's actually on the zone right now. And on the higher time frame, we have an old lows that market may also want to take out. So, what do we do here? And also, we also see this area here that this market is actually reversing. This sell is happening because of this fair value gap that has been tapped into. And if you look at that fair value gap very well, let's look into 15 minutes to see. Okay. And if you look into that 15 minutes, you see that there is reason for you to also look for a short sell from this area here. So what is the point? My point here is that this market to continue to go down and take away this low, then it may likely come back to this level here. It will come back to this 15-minute zone, right, to continue downward. Or it's going to give us this change of character here for you to enter your trade setup. That is what NZD card we're expecting from NZD card. So either buy from this zone on 15 minutes, look for your confirmation, change your characters, enter your trade and up. Or if the market pull back to this particular level, you can jump in and sell because it's actually a confirmation on a fair value gap, right? That is for NZD card. Any other one? Okay, so now let's conclude with the remaining pair, which is GBP CHF. GBP CHF. I asked us to make some suggestion on the comment section. So since we are not making the comments, so I think um I'll stick to 10 p.m. I mean, I'll stick to 10. I'll stick to 10 a.m. Right? We'll do our session 10 a.m. Okay, GBP CHF. This analysis also stand as well. So we want it back to that zone. We look for entries and we hit a sell. Finally, the worst pair, but sometimes give you some make some crazy move that give you money sharp sharp. But it can be so annoying to trade Euro CHF. It can be so annoying to trade Euro CHF. Okay, so Euro CHF, what can we do? We have a zone here. We have a zone here that we may likely expect to see this market. So for those of you that are lovers of Euro CHF, please look to buy from this zone. That will be all for today. If you have questions, let me answer them. If you don't have, I'll see you guys tomorrow. No question. Okay. So don't forget to give us a like us, give this video a like. So and we'll be glad you did. Hmm? So see you guys tomorrow by 10 a.m. Right? All right. So bye for now.